a video of Dr. Jill Biden was edited to make it look like the first lady was using profanity while reading a story to school children. Ellen, you didn't see that?
No.
Melania Trump is incensed and outraged. She said, talking like that is disgusting. I never used dirty words in my softcore porn movies.
1,000 Questions is an entertaining discussion of marriage.
Now let's see if this plays.
You to do or feel or change anything about your life. Really, just listen and enjoy. And if you need real help, find a professional for your specific problem. We don't know you. How could we speak to your deal? Okay, have fun.
Well, welcome everybody. I hope everybody can hear me and see me. Hi, Donna. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, Brad. You're on delay. So am I, apparently. I don't know why this is working like this, but it's going to
Well, I'm in St. Thomas and on the ship, so we'll try to muster through. So I played that video not only because it's funny. Did you hear the whole thing? That
yes.
They edited Dr. Jill Biden to make it look like she was cursing at children.
Who's they?
So just some edit rags, put it out. So okay. I'd look up the video if you wanted, but we don't have time. Yeah, haters. Or kind of funny. I think it's kind of funny. It'd be a cute little thing to take someone and edit them saying dirty words. Now, to say it actually happened, that's a little different. To say, right. Yes, this happened. But my more point was talking about marriages and how we've got the president now and his marriage versus how well the last president's marriage and slapping the hand away. And I just wonder how you feel about the marriages in the White House. Go ahead.
I don't know either one of them personally, so I can't talk about that. I mean, they're both apparently happily married, and what can you say?
I think Obama and Michelle were my favorite.
They seem to be a very nice nuclear family who seem to love each other very much. Yes.
Yeah, they did. They seem to have the most body language.
They seem a real couple in all ways.
Well, so did George and Laura Bush. I mean, they were a very good family too. So, I mean
that was my favorite thing about George Bush was the George and Laura. That George and Laura Bush were my favorite thing about the Bushes. That and their two twin daughters and their, you know what I mean? Like when you saw them as a good family unit, like when she stuck her tongue out at the press and out the window and how she explained how her dad explained how that was going to go for her and what she was going to hear about it later. And there wasn't any fighting or yelling or screaming. So I don't know, just a question. Okay. So I'm on the ship and I have 4 questions. And the first one's relatively serious. Are you ready?
Oh, that's what we need to do is start off this show with seriousness. I've been gone for like a month and a half, and we're going to start with serious.
Okay, then I'll skip that one and do this one first.
No. Don and I got our serious faces on. We're ready to go.
We got serious face right now.
Serious faces.
Okay. All right, serious face. Ooh, I'm a little scared of the serious face. Donna looks more like one of the East Ed kids from 1956. Okay, here we go. When my husband gets a bit drunk, he acts out in public. He acts like a fool and it's embarrassing. It's not all the time, every month or so. When he drinks and we are out, what can I do?
Walk away.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a good one.
Pretend you don't know him. That's what I do.
Get drunk with him. just get even drunker. Just drink even more than he is.
I think the biggest issue here is, does he have a drinking problem? I mean, does he lose control when he gets drunk? Does he get drunk very often? I mean, obviously, when you drink alcohol, you lose your inhibitions. But is it something that if it's embarrassing to her, she needs to address it with him? I guess, don't you think? Once again, communication should be the idea there.
I would say, did she say he gets happy fun drunk or he gets angry belligerent drunk?
Well, he didn't. She didn't say. He acts out and he acts like a fool. So I don't know if he's fighting people, but maybe he's
fool or a happy fool.
She just says it's embarrassing. He just acts embarrassing. Maybe too loud. Maybe not violent, but
if your
loud.
spouse is embarrassing you, that's obviously something you need to talk about in public. Yeah, that's something you need to talk about.
I think it's on you. I think if you're embarrassed, it's on you. Then that's you being all self-conscious and whatever. If it's bothering you, like, step aside, like whatever. But you don't like tell somebody to be a different personality because it's embarrassing.
Well, but
what if you had a friend?
But it's not. But it's only when they drink.
But they're drunk. It's only when they're drunk.
Only when they're drunk.
You guys don't have friends like this?
And loud. No, I would never have a friend like that. I would never have a friend that gets drunk, first of all, nor would I have a friend that gets loud and drunk in my presence. That would not happen.
Well, I would like to go ahead and tell you right there that you are lying because I have been drunk and loud in your presence and we're still friends, I hope.
You have not.
Sure.
You've never been drunk and loud in my presence.
Sure, I've had plenty of drinks around you, Brad.
When was that?
I know
Yeah.
I have.
Yes.
I've been drunk and loud in Brad's presence.
Yes. Brad, most people have to drink just to be around you. So,
wait a minute. That's true.
That's part of it right there.
Let's go back to this.
Hang out with probably are drunk already. And so
when Donna was drunk and loud, we were.
Oh, darn it. We lost Brad. I really want to hear what he has to say. He locked up on us.
Am I back? You're back.
What happened?
Okay.
That was not meant to be shared. You cut out, Brad, right before you said anything.
Yeah.
Am I back? Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. So Donna was drunk and loud at the Playboy Club, and we were dancing anyway. So that's a place to be drunk and loud. But when you're sitting in the Shoney's or the Applebee's, or you're just at a regular restaurant or something, you're at a show, that's a whole different thing.
She didn't say that. She didn't
say any of that. You're assuming these things. Yeah.
I know.
It could be a bar that everybody's drunk and loud at.
Yeah, what happens then?
I think it's her problem. I think getting embarrassed, you have to assess, like, come on, are you like easily embarrassed, or are you being all picky and like prudish and stuff? Like, you have to assess that.
I know a guy who got drunk, and when he got drunk, he had a tendency. He was a great guy, by the way, old friend of mine. And I never saw this happen, but I have heard on many occasions that he liked to get into fights. He liked to pick fights with people.
Yeah, that's
bad. I don't hang it with him anymore because of that. But it's like, I don't know what behavior. I think we need more specifics on what this guy did to embarrass her. Yeah, you can't judge.
Now here's interesting. Last night, Joe, at the show, we had a guy that was we don't know how drunk, but he kind of was making a stink. And then as he was walking out in the sink, I said, "What's wrong?" He walked over and he started talking to these two women. And then he leaned down and wanted one to kiss him. And he starts touching. And they're like, "Who are you? Why are you touching?" He's drunk. You shouldn't be. You can't be touching these women. And then he told this girl, he goes, "I'll give you $100 if you kiss me." And he leans in. She goes, "No." And then he yelled "F you" at her real loud and then walked out. So if that's who that husband was, then I think there'd be a problem.
Yeah. I don't think we really judge on this one until we know exactly what he did. But yeah, she needs to be more specific if she's going to say, "Oh, it's embarrassing." Because you're right, Donna. It's like, well, quit being embarrassed. Do fine. Yeah. So very few things embarrass me.
Relax.
Dude.
Relax.
I do believe, though, that when people get drunk, they are showing their real personality.
I don't believe that.
That's totally their real personality.
There is a little truth to that.
It's not a truth serum. It's not their real personality. It might be part of their real personality. I mean,
it's what they're holding in.
It's what they're holding in. They could be repressing certain things that come out when they've lost their inhibitions. That's all. I mean, but that doesn't mean
people are usually the same. when people get drunk, they're usually that kind of drunk all the time. A violent drunk is always a violent drunk. A happy, goofy drunk is always a happy, goofy drunk. A drunk that suddenly gets amorous is suddenly somebody who's that. I think it reveals their.
I don't think that's true. I don't think you can just make sweeping generalizations that include one type of behavior. That's not
sure. Hell yes.
I've seen people who, let's say, were holding in something they're upset about, and then they get drunk and cry like a lot. Same person.
Yeah, but if they do that, Donna, then they do that all the time, according to Brad.
That's right. Exactly.
Not good.
Yes. If you're a drunk, you're a drunk.
Arguing with me.
Boy, you are being really, really accusatory today, Brad. He just wants to go. Apparently, you had a bad experience with a drunk guy recently.
He's not drunk right now.
Last night. Yes,
obviously.
Yeah, well, see, that's why I've never been drunk. I've never drank or done drugs because I know the minute I do that, I'm going to wake up 3 days later in a field holding a head-sized box. And so that's why I have never, ever drank or smoked or done pot.
Is that what you're representing?
That's what I'm holding in.
Awfully self-reverential too here. Jeez, why don't you just preach to the choir about all the evils of all that? Yeah,
that's right.
If you aren't like me, you shall go to hell. You Satan.
Hell in a handbasket. Hey, that's the next question.
Your marriage is bound to be doomed if you take part in any type of.
Next thing you know, we're going to hear about a new serial killer, and it's Brad went drunk.
Yes. The one time.
Like, I knew it was
never going to happen.
Yep.
Never going to happen. But it could if I got drunk, but I'm not going to get drunk. I am for the Purity and Temperance League of America. I want all those things back.
Yes.
I know. So, by the way, you just said something, Joe. The next question. Is it possible my kid is Satan?
Well, yeah, probably, actually.
Have you seen The Omen?
Yes.
That can happen.
Mm-hmm.
That can happen.
I think most kids have a little Satan in them. I think that needs to be churched out, or they need to start drinking. So I think that takes.
And then we'll really find out.
Right. Yeah. Right. For sure. Yeah, is that really the question? Is that really a question?
Yep. Yeah, that was it. Is it possible my kid's Satan? I think they might be joshing a little bit, and their kid is probably just kind of nuts. But I don't know. Is your kid Satan?
I think there are evil spirits in all of us, and children most especially. And there are demons. And again, we need to find out who these kids are and put them away quick. So. Get rid of those.
We found another one recently who's
put them in the COVID camps.
COVID camps?
COVID camps? What's that?
What's that?
What's a COVID camp?
I'm intrigued. What's a COVID camp?
You guys not know there's these COVID camps around where there's in Australia, anyone who wasn't vaccinated has to go into and just stay in this apartment complex that no, you're not allowed out.
I have never heard of that, especially in a democratic country like Australia.
Yeah, if you're found with COVID, or if you're not vaccinated and was around someone with COVID, you have to go live in this commune camp prison thing.
Wait a minute. I need
calm down. I need you to give me a link.
No. Okay, wait. You're talking about people being quarantined? Yeah, we in some places they quarantine if you test positive for COVID.
Internment camp.
COVID internment camp. Oh my God! Those are horrible words to put together.
What website is this on? It's
Tucker Carlson.
Quarantine people. Yeah.
BBC police arrest quarantine escapees. Broke out of a quarantine compound.
But I know, but no, they're being quarantined because they have COVID, and they're trying to break out, and they're being put. Yes, you're supposed to quarantine.
Brad, the headline says internment camp. All right,
so
that's not trying to go ahead and capitalize on our fears or anything.
Yeah, that's not trying to do anything untoward or stupid.
That's not.
People have been in their home, in their bedroom,
which is different than an internment camp.
You don't know. Okay, first of all, people now you're just making crap up.
And putting them in a camp.
People, they come into their homes, and I know now you're just making crap up.
They get drunk people to come get you, by the way, and put you in the camp. So
angry, drunk Satan children.
They take angry, drunk Satan's fun children, and they have them come get you and put you in a camp.
I told you they're putting those kids in the COVID camps.
Yeah. That's what you
Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe you're even saying. Did you give us the link here?
On the BBC, no less.
Yeah, the BBC.
Yeah.
Now look, at my daughter's school at IU last year, most schools, if you tested positive for COVID, they moved you into a dorm for COVID people. You were there for 10 days.
That's an internment camp.
And now that's an internment. And although they had people sneaking out all the time, running around. It was horrible. But now,
in Australia, you get arrested.
When you
go to COVID prison.
That's right, COVID prison in Australia. They actually, all of it's the count. That's what they do is they chain you up like this against a brick wall, like I am right now, and then they beat you mercilessly with a cat of nine tails and say, "Be gone with you, COVID, evil virus."
No COVID.
No COVID.
No COVID. By the way, did you see this news? Joe, what guy? Do you guys Pfizer, Moderna? What are you?
I'm Pfizer. I just got, by the way, 2 days ago, I got my booster, and I can't lift this arm. I can only lift it that far. I used to be able to lift it this far, and now I can only lift it this far.
Oh, well, that's good. So, don't do that, the other one.
Right.
So, Pfizer totally protects you from Omicron. Bam.
According to who?
Found out.
Pfizer.
Not according to Pfizer.
No, absolutely. According to Pfizer. Read the article. I read it this morning. According to Pfizer.
Right, I know.
According to Pfizer, our vaccine works the best.
So
but Moderna said theirs didn't work. But Moderna said theirs didn't work.
Are you sure it wasn't Pfizer that said Moderna's didn't work?
No, it was Johnson & Johnson that said they don't even think theirs is an actual vaccine.
Johnson & Johnson said that Moderna said that Pfizer.
Here's where we are in the world.
That's true. That's true. And AstraZeneca said that their vaccine actually helps keep Satan out of children.
Oh,
that's right. And
that's true. Against Satan.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I think we're straight off the point here.
That's why Elena has no idea what we're doing because we're way out.
Way
COVID and Satan.
Actually,
COVID and Satan. That's what we're talking about today. So, okay.
COVID is Satan.
Yeah. COVID is Satan. There we go. So
consolidate.
The seriousness of this question, though, is I think, children can be possessed.
Boy, I don't know. I think the history of possession kind of skews a little younger. I think, as far as I know. I mean, of all the movies I've watched, like The Omen, The Heretic, the Exorcist, always kids. Always
Chucky.
Always kids. You never see.
I have a Halloween decoration of a COVID of a Satan baby.
What?
Baby.
That's creepy. What's wrong with you, Satan baby, for Halloween?
Oh my God. She did it when she was drunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's obviously if there are demons and they do possess children at a much higher rate. I'm just going to say that straight up with no empirical evidence.
Yeah. I think with no evidence, but Pfizer is correct on their own vaccine.
And adults don't really get possessed by Satan unless they get drunk. I think we proved that with our first question.
Then we know they're possessed by just getting drunk. The act of drinking, Satan has done to you in the first place.
Yeah, many people.
That's right. Donna, you're very quiet.
Yeah, your mic is pretty low, Donna. Is there any way you can
need to
maybe lean into it?
Hello.
It's low, and she's the smartest on the show. That is true.
I don't know who Timmy is, but he's got to go. He's got to go.
I'm back.
Timmy was a guitar player on ships for a long time.
Oh, hi, Timmy.
All right. Are you ready for? I
am the smartest on
question number 3, and this one.
I have the best hair.
As far as this stuff goes.
Without a doubt.
Okay. Hear it
Satan
out.
baby.
So this one's pretty serious. Satan baby.
Satan
Okay.
baby.
Put your ring under the tree, Satan baby. Light the like somebody lit the Fox News Christmas tree on fire.
What?
Okay, here we go.
What?
Somebody in New York set the Fox News Christmas tree on fire that they put up real big. Okay, here we go.
Damn libs.
How? Oh, stop it. How can I get my wife to show me what she wants in bed?
Oh, God.
All these years. Okay, all these years. And calm down. All these years, and she just says it's fine and I should do what I need. I want to please her.
That's a great question. I'd like to address that because I have that problem. I have a wife who will never, ever, ever, apparently it is ingrained in her DNA. She will never, ever tell me what she wants, not just in bed, but anywhere. She will not tell me what she wants, but she will become just so depressed when I do not do what she wants, even though I have no idea what that is.
It's like a game of charades.
Oh, it's
You have
just
to guess.
brutal. It's brutal. In fact, if it ever gets to the point of what do you want, she'll be like, whatever you want. It's exactly how it is.
There's an official term for this. It's a codependency problem.
Really?
I call it. Yeah, I know. I call it pathologically nice.
You know what? That's actually a very good term for her. She is pathologically nice, except when we're alone and she's been drinking.
We are not.
But then they don't get what they need.
What's that, Donna?
I said we are not all like
Elena
that.
says we're all like that, and that's not true.
Not true at all.
No, but boy,
I can't stop saying what I want. I'm like, I will not hold it in. And
God,
say,
I would find that so liberating and wonderful if my wife would just do that, just say, yes, I like that. Yes, let me hit you in the face. That kind of thing. I mean, not the hitting in the face, but just anything. I would do it. I try.
Yeah,
instead, I spent 30 years fumbling around going, is this good? Is that good? Is this better? Is this one? Which one's better? Do you see better or worse? Better or worse? I don't know.
Number one, number two. Number one or number two?
One, number two. Which one do you like better? Number one?
Literally the exact same.
Yeah. Should I stop?
They're the same. They're the same.
Yeah.
It's actually programming. It's actually programming from when you're very young to suppress that because you don't want to piss people off. And then you get into the habit of it and then it becomes like an addiction. Then you can't stop.
Yeah, I get that. And I'm not the
And then there's the guilt. The guilt that's put in there too. There's guilt growing up putting in there too that you shouldn't want this. You shouldn't want that. Right.
Right. But boy, is that frustrating when it's like, what do you want to do? I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Okay, I'll do this. I didn't want to do that. Okay, that
just doesn't make sense.
Maddening. So, yeah.
I don't think he understands the question. Okay,
no, I think Patrick should tune in earlier.
Now, my wife is real good about asking for what she wants in bed, and then she calls me later to tell how it went. But how that when she calls. Hey, I asked.
Thank you very much. I'll be here all week.
So, well, I remember long before I was married, I was going out with this young lady, and she was like that, and I was like, "How about this?" And she was, "If I don't know," and it just never. We had to break up. We had to break up because. No, don't. I mean, how about that? No, I don't want to. How about you just? So we had to break up. Yeah.
You're like, is that a yes?
It's not one.
No, what is that?
Well, and here's the point about the codependency too, Donna, is that when we're apart, we don't know what we want for ourselves.
You're like,
seriously. I mean, I travel, so I go say on a cruise ship to work, and I'll just be like, sit on the edge of the bed going, okay, what am I going to do now? And who's going to tell me that they want to do that too? And, it's terrible. Lord knows what she does.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Okay. Joe, what are you talking about right now?
Codependency problems.
Codependency problems. Yeah. What did it sound like?
I'm talking about
codependency problems. Anyone?
But we're talking about sexual things like in bed.
codependency problems in the bedroom.
That's what this question is all about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
if you're going to have codependency problems in the bedroom, you probably have them in other rooms.
Yeah.
I got no Donna.
Yeah. Cause I mean, when I'm in the bathroom, okay, maybe not that room, but
you're like, can I go now?
Yeah,
can
I go now?
Is it all right?
I don't know.
There are people who have codependency problems in the bathroom. They will not go to the bathroom because they don't want to offend their spouse.
Okay, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. My goal is to offend my spouse when I'm in the bathroom. Damn it, I'm getting to work. You know what I'm saying?
You're like, it's a mission.
Darn right.
I can't hear anything Donna's saying.
If she doesn't walk in and go, woo, who died in here? Then I did not do my job. You know?
Yes.
Okay, this is terrible.
Yeah, but if you did that, you'd never hear the end of it.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
You can never do that.
Right.
We'd have to blow up the house.
Okay.
So how do you deal with that issue, though? I guess the question is, what do you do if your spouse never tells you what they really want in bed? How do you get over that?
I force them to tell me because I work with kids and stuff, and I'll be like, "So what game do you want to play?" And they're like, I don't know. What game do you want to play? I'm like, "Oh no, I am not enabling this behavior. I'll just sit here and wait till you tell me."
Yeah. I think that's the idea.
I try not to enable it. I try not to enable it. If I'm with someone who's like, I don't know, whatever, I'm like, that's not a preference.
Well, here's this happened to me today. Before this show, I was out looking for a Christmas tree, right? My wife's at work and I was out looking for a Christmas tree. I saw many different Christmas trees, and every one I thought to myself, I'm going to bring that home and she's going to say that she doesn't like it. So I'm waiting for her to get home and we're going to go Christmas tree shopping together because I really don't
You were afraid to get a Christmas tree by yourself?
Yes, because I knew she'd say something about it. How bad is that?
Live tree?
What?
A live tree? Live tree?
That's one of the things I don't know. Fake tree? Live tree? I don't know. We probably should have talked about this before I went shopping for it.
It's not a child. It's a tree.
Yeah.
It's not like you're buying a tree.
It's a fake tree. It's an investment, Donna. It's an investment. It's for the future.
Yeah, I know.
It's an important decision.
It's just a tree. Buy a tree. It looks like a tree. Unless
I'm having this is the issues I'm dealing with right now. So, it's rough.
Yeah,
Plus,
so that anxiety you had, about like, shouldn't I? You're not supposed to give into it. If she says something about the tree, you go, okay. If she goes, oh no, I didn't really want that tree, you're like, okay, if you want a different one, go get one.
Yeah, that's me too. I can't believe if I'm the guy in charge of going to get the tree I pick is the tree. If you want a different tree, come with me or do it yourself.
I actually wasn't in charge. This was just something I was doing. I was just out doing other stuff and I saw a tree and I thought, should I get this tree?
You know what? Wait a minute. You know what? That's the same thing I do in bed. If you don't like it the way I'm doing it, go out and do it yourself. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's way off base on that.
That's his attitude.
Right. Yeah. If you don't like the way I'm doing it, go find somebody. If you don't
like the way I'm doing it, go find somebody else to do it better. Whoops. Hey, wait, honey, what?
Wait, where'd you go? Yeah, where's our furniture?
Okay. So let's look at this real quick and then get out of our lives. Here we go. I'm going to go to window and I'm going to take this up. We're going to revisit something. Can you see that?
Yes, it's somebody's den.
No, it's the 1939 marital rating scale.
Oh,
so
here's the husband's chart.
This is the husband's chart. You get a plus. You get a 1 if you get a merit, and you get a -1 for a demerit. So if you stare or flirt at other women, you lose a point. But if you give your wife ample allowance.
Do you start out with
what?
A certain amount?
No, start with 0, and you
have to go negative 5?
It looks like it's. I'm just saying, let's do a point. I don't know what the real thing is. So,
it says 5. This is a +5 or -5 on this one.
Oh, so like take away 5 or add 5. Okay.
But the next one's 0, so that doesn't make any sense. Oh well, go through them. So if you give your wife an ample allowance, that makes up for staring or flirting with other women.
Is that it's a wash?
You're paying to actually stare at other women. Sweet.
That's right. If you're courteous to your wife's friends, you can read the newspaper at the table.
Yeah.
See, that's the kind of thing you're at.
No, I don't.
That's right. If you compliment her cooking, then you will come to the table. If you don't have to come to the when the meal's ready. I think that's pretty well said. You can do all those.
Wait a minute. But the next one's the best. If you bring guests home for meals without telling your wife, who does that?
You don't do that?
Yeah.
Never, never.
Bob, gonna eat with us.
Yeah.
Hey, if I remembered her birthday or our anniversary, I'm bringing home anybody I damn well please. That's all.
That's
there is
right.
to it.
Bringing up the homeless guy on the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this isn't fair though. If I help with the dishes and caring for the children, which is such woman's work, just because I was late calling, no way. I want a heck of a lot more than that to help with all those things.
Oh, that's not fair. That's not like you help with the dishes and then you don't have to call me if you're going to be late.
No, I know, but I'm saying that's not enough for helping with the dishes and the children. I
don't think we're reading
to be able to.
I think you're supposed to check.
I want to be able to.
Back and forth.
I want to be able to like sleep with other people if I have to help with the babies and the other
you know
children.
What this is? Crazy. This is like he was saying, check these. Check.
All you do is check them. They're not supposed to be compared. You just check them off this as you go through it. Do you share a part with anybody? Yeah, yeah. So I don't think. Yeah. Do you belch without apology or blow your nose at the table?
Is that on there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where is that one? Oh, here it is.
9 on the demerit side.
Do you guys say at home? Do you guys say if you belch? Do you say excuse me?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yes.
And then I'll belch again and say excuse me again. So.
At home.
By the way, I want you to
get out of jail card right there. Excuse me. Excuse me.
I would like y'all to notice that he reads the newspaper or books and magazines aloud to his wife because obviously she can't read.
Yeah, well, if she's a good wife.
Oh.
If she's a good wife, she can't read.
She should just be in the kitchen waiting for me to call if I'm going to be late.
No.
That's okay. Now, do you want to look at the women one? The women one.
Yeah, let's look at the women one.
There's one for women.
Equal time.
All right.
Here we equal time.
I'm a good wife. Am I a good wife?
Is she slow in coming to bed? You could take out. If you could take out to bed.
Oh my God! Really, that's the first one. If you're not ready to please your husband when it's time, that's a demerit. Nice.
I don't think it means that. I think it means actually.
Buttons
what?
Regularly.
Oh, if you're not darning my socks, honey, you get in the doghouse right now.
And you better work on your conversational skills.
I'm supposed to dress for breakfast?
Are you wearing a soiled dress around the house? Why?
Oh, look at this one. Wears red nail polish.
You harlot. You hussy. Strumpet.
Well, of course. That's very important.
If you guys watch your hose are crooked, that is going to show up on your permanent record. This is brutal.
You personally put the children to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed.
Oh, if you're a backseat driver, that's a demerit on you. Oh my God.
Always wakes up first in the morning. She's got to wake up first.
Wait, look at 11 and 12.
Yep, flirts with other men at parties or in restaurants.
On the other side. She and the children have to go to church, but the husband is sleeping.
Oh, thank God. I'm in.
Oh, if only we were like, if this is what they talk about when we're talking about making America great again.
Oh my God.
That's right there.
This is what we need, is this kind of behavior. I need a copy of that, and I need to put that on the fridge.
Just put 1939 marriage quiz in, and you'll see it.
I need to put one of those on the fridge right underneath the sign that says, honey, the fridge is empty.
I can't even think that's real. I can't. I
Well,
just
look
can't.
at things like the Mrs. Maisel show. Women did this for years. They would wait till their husband was asleep and then go take their makeup off and then set their hair and then go to sleep. Then they would get up before their husband, redo all their makeup, they could wake up, and so they would never see her out of this.
Yeah.
He's lucky. He's lucky if I bathe.
It's amazing how far men have gone over the centuries to make sure that women do exactly what they want. Thank God that doesn't happen anymore.
Yes, I would say thank God. Well, I mean, that we've come to this much equality alone is amazing, and hopefully women will take over.
Right. Just the fact that we're letting Donna on this show, Brad. I think
that's true. That's true. Just
we're the only one that's literally qualified to be on this show. Yes.
And we let her have an opinion. That's
you're so kind. What good men you are.
What good men we so
you found that. Where did you find that horrible test, that thing?
That's everywhere. That's everywhere. The 1939 quiz, it's a very popular.
And what's really sad is I know some guys who would think, I wish it was more like that, so.
Yep. That's right. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
I didn't see any of the male things being like if his pants aren't ironed correctly or if his hair isn't perfectly groomed. Or if he's
that's her fault. That's her fault.
But that's because that would be her fault because she's supposed to.
That's her fault.
I mean, I'm not being a jerk about that, but that's.
I didn't hear anything about. Does he have a 6-pack? Does he you should go to the gym every day? Like I didn't see any of that.
No.
But she better keep that weight under control. And that would be right on par for her. Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. So, all right, I'm going to play a commercial and then we're going to end the show.
Okay.
All right. Is that okay?
Bartleby Records brings you a Fetchmas Carol from Steve Goody and Brad Tassell. All your favorite classics.
Rudolph dropped a package on my rooftop. Now we can't get anywhere near the tree.
You know Herschel and Harry and Larry and Tevye.
They just changed their Hebrew names
to make it in showbiz.
All out of paper, all out of bows, all out of tags. Who's this? Who knows? I'm running on fumes. Just about empty, but look at that pile. It's way too many.
We did the two-step Christmas. They had step families all over town, but my folks have stayed married, so I got left out.
And of course, the miracle that is
Grandpa got run over by a hybrid walking through the Whole Foods parking lot.
And many, many more. Order yours today at www.stevegoody.com and come to the scene.
All right, that was the commercial. Well, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Donna. It has been a joy. I'm glad we stayed connected at least this much.
Yes, and I think we have angered Donna for at least one more week. So she's going to have to deal with that.
Well, next week we'll see what the 50s had to say next week is what we'll do. So
much more enlightened than the 30s.
Bye, everybody.